Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I am Brian. Today, I got a game called Voodoo. Voodoo is a 3-6 player party game by Francesco Giobbo and Marco Valtriani, and published by Mayday Games. In this game, players roll dice attempting to get the combination of ingredients to cast a curse on another player. That player must perform that action for the rest of the game. So, let's check it out, and I'll show you how to cast curses, when to use artifacts, and to be the first to 11 points in Voodoo. To set up, place the bottom of the box with the scoreboard insert onto the center of the table. Then take these cards and organize them by type. They're different colors. So these are the permanent curse cards. These are the curse cards. And these are artifacts. Then each player picks a color, and they place one on the 0 mark, and one in front of themselves. Then take the curse cards and give each player two that have 2 ingredients. You'll give it to them, and then they'll look at it and say, "I have one with 3 ingredients to switch out." So both of those were. There you go. These are easier to get at the beginning of the game. To give people curses. There we go. Now everybody has 2 curses. Then give the Voodoo doll first player marker to the unluckiest player. This is probably one of the coolest pieces I've ever seen. You are now ready to begin. On a player's turn, they take the dice, roll them, and then use them to try to complete curses that they have. They can roll as many times as they want, but it's like you can keep some and set them off to the side. Then if you want to re-roll, you take one out and then you roll the rest. If you don't like that, take one out, take one out, re-roll the rest. So here's a card. The player wasn't able to complete it, and this is the other card. The player also wasn't able to complete it. So they say that I can't do anything, and then you pass it to the next player. Now, you can buy things with cards. So they have 3 of them, and each card costs 2. So you could use 2 dice and buy, let's say, you could buy an artifact or another curse. They're going to buy another curse. So now, the cards in the player marker goes over, and then this player then in turn rolls the dice and decides what they want to play. So they rolled something they want, so these are to be used. They're going to use this curse. They say the curse name, Movie Circulum. Place it in. So this means that they get 1 point by playing it. So they're purple. And then they place it in front of them and give the target card to the player they want to curse. This player's the target player. So now, before rolling the dice, the target player must run around their chair. So they would stand up, scoot their chair back, and then run around it, and then sit back down, and then they would roll the dice. So, this player has 3 dice left, so they're going to use 2 of them, buy an artifact. So now this player has a curse and an artifact. So artifacts can be played at any time unless specifically said on the card. This is the book of super funny jokes. This means that they tell a joke, and they play the card, and they tell a joke. If someone laughs, then they get 2 points. Now they give this over to this player. So now this player's turn. So play continues until one player's points reaches the permanent curse player time. That means that player takes a permanent curse. They read it and apply it. The permanent curses are permanent. You can't get rid of them. And then they have different things. So this one is Voodoo Got Talent. It's a permanent curse. Every time you draw an artifact, sing the chorus of a different song of a different song. If you forget, then you discard the artifact. So if this player wants to buy this, they have to sing the song. If they don't, then they discard the artifact and they don't get it. A player could willingly or unwillingly forget to perform a curse played on them. So this player has to, every time, get out of the chair, run around, and sit back down if they're about to roll the dice. Now, if they forget or they just don't do it, then the player who cast the curse must call them out and say, "You didn't do the curse, movie circulum," which is the name of the curse, and then the number of points at the top. 1, so they move back. They move, the player who played the curse moves forward 1. And then they discard the card. Play continues until one player makes it to 11 points. That's how you play Voodoo. Okay, got my dad here for parents' opinions. So Dad, what do you think of Voodoo?
I had a blast playing Voodoo. I'm not usually a big party gamer, but this one we got together with some friends and had an absolute crazy time playing this one. There's a little bit of dice rolling, a little bit of wackiness with actions. I thought that it was a little bit long, but I think it's easily fixed by just shortening the number of points you can play. But this one was really fun. I liked it.
It was also very evil.
Why do you say that?
I had my face on the table for 3/5 the game.
Well, you cursed me to sit down and keep my feet off the ground.
And I had to stand on one leg while having my face on the table.
Well, it's Voodoo.
The components are nice, so you have the cool engraved dice.
Yeah, the dice were really well done.
And then you have the colored token thingies for the track and to show what color you are.
Yep.
And
the box, having the box be the score track was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Although it was kind of warped a little bit.
Yeah. The coolest component has to be the voodoo doll. It's made out of like yarn or something.
Yeah, you passed
awesome.
The little voodoo around as you know it's your turn. So that was kind of cool, cool little addition to the game. And then the cards. The cards are that tall, card size, which is not my favorite card size, but it made enough room for the art, and then how many points you got, and then how many points somebody would lose, right?
The artwork is nice. I mean, it has the artwork on the card showing like an overview of what the action is.
And they got funny names. Yeah, I think the art is really good. I mean, it's not really voodoo, right?
Yeah.
So they make it lighthearted and fun with the cartoon caricatures on there.
There's some strategy in this game. It's dice rolling. Which one do I want to play? After I play, do I want to draw how many voodoo cards, how many artifacts? When do I play my artifact? That's pretty much the choices in this game.
Yeah.
Who do I want to curse?
Yeah, who do you want to curse? There weren't a whole lot of decisions to be made as far as, this is my strategy. It was really who
do you want to screw?
Who do you really ask? Yeah, this is kind of a screw your neighbor type of game. We played pretty nice, though, and the times that we played, it was kind of evened out. There wasn't one person that was getting all of the curses.
One leg. Okay, I ended up breaking that curse, I guess. Yeah. It's easier for kids. I mean, some of the actions are hard to do for prolonged amounts of time.
Yeah, I don't think this is probably one that you'd play with real little ones, just because of those things that you got to do. I mean, there was make animal sounds that would be easy to do, but you
could remove some cards.
They had to throw. Yeah, but you could remove. But we played with 6. When we played with 6, it kind of felt like we were running out of stuff to do.
Yeah.
So if you removed cards, I kind of think that it might mess the game up a little bit. But if you shortened it and maybe played only to 7, then you wouldn't have that problem with not having very many cards. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think this is definitely for the older crowd. It's kind of a chance to play at a party, get goofy, and do funny things. Be mean
to your nemesis.
If you have an arch nemesis, you can curse them. But this is a great party game.
Overall, it's a really, really fun game. The components are nice. Cool artwork, little bit of strategy, and it's pretty easy for kids.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I saw this one on Kickstarter and just kind of thought, well, this one might be interesting. But we did get this one and played it and had a ton of fun. So go check out Voodoo by Mayday Games.
Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page, send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game, subscribe to our YouTube channel, visit our webpage. I'm Brian, this is my dad. See you next time.